water resources are entering a new era. Our camera focuses on Japan, where the wastewater is processed and not wasted.
It is very difficult to find new sources of water. Even sewage is a precious water resource because we now have a reclaimed water business.
Wastewater is a water resource. This was a popular slogan in Japan, even though it has bountiful rainfall. Some 60 years ago, Japan's population was growing, and there was a warning that water might be running out. This led the government to search for new sources of water, as they ultimately turned their attention to the sewers. They've been promoting reclaimed water since 1984.
Toilet water from flushing toilets and watering the lawn, and that from the river can be cleaned and used again.
Looking carefully when flushing the toilet, the water is slightly yellow. The Shinjuku Water Recycling Center has two water supply systems, tap water for hand washing and recycle water for toilets. When toilet water passes through the sewer, it returns to the reclaimed water and becomes a precious water resource.
The new diffuser can increase the density of oxygen, and when these oxygen bubbles become smaller, they can effectively blend with the water.
At the center of this water treatment center are these oxygen bubbles, which lead the facility to have no smell.
When the sewage enters this microbial reaction pool, it looks like what I'm holding in my hand. This water is filled with aerobic bacteria, which will eat all of the impurities in this water.
These are the microbes in the reaction tank, which treat the impurities in the water as food.
Constantly pumping oxygen helps these microbes grow strong, leading impurities in the water to be consumed during a 6 to 8 hour period before flowing to another precipitation pool.
After the sewage is slowly flowing through the V-shaped nozzle, only the clean part below will flow into the water tank, which becomes the main part of reclaimed water.
When the water enters the pool, it is filtered by sand. The water at this time becomes reclaimed water and can be directly discharged into the river. However, this is not the cleanest state of reclaimed water. In order to reflect the ultimate purification, there's also a water park that aids in water regeneration.
The water treated here needs to be sterile before it flows into the river. When the children go to the river to play with the water, they won't get sick.
This artificial river that flows into this park is reclaimed water. Although Japan stipulates that the reclaimed water cannot be used for drinking, the water filtered through the RO reverse osmosis membrane, which is discharged into the park, is in principle safe for drinking.
We just saw the water in the sewer which passed through the checkpoints and finally entered here. After being filtered by RO, we'll now open the faucet and try it. It looks like clear water and is called ultra pure water and can be directly consumed.
Throughout Tokyo, there are 20 reclaimed water plants that process 5.45 million tons of sewage per day, producing 116,000 tons of reclaimed water daily, which is just 2%, with just 10,878 tons going to businesses and households for use, with the remainder going directly into the river. Some wonder if this work is actually worth it, considering the facilities and electricity use, as so little reclaimed water is used again.
Our goal is not to make a profit, as we simply want to make water prices cheaper.
Japan, which does not lack water, can promote reclaimed water for many years, which has been the envy of other countries. Because Tokyo achieved a 100% sewerage rate 25 years ago, with 80% of the country connected to sewerage systems. In addition to this extensive sewerage network and the benefits to the environment, developing reclaimed water can also save money.
For users above 1,001 units, the price of tap water is $3.5 and recycled water is $2.
Did you hear that? Although the production of reclaimed water consumes electricity, the price of water is only 60% of tap water in Tokyo. It is no wonder that the people are willing to give it a try. But the main reason for this development is that Japan is a country which prides itself on being prepared, as many are worried about the future.
The current rain is very extreme. We either have torrential rain or no rain at all.
And experts warning about extreme climate in the future is further encouragement that Japan should actively pursue reclaimed water. It is something that can be called upon in an emergency in the future, and yet another way to ward off an impending apocalypse.